Right. Well, this feels a little bit like bonus content this week,
Yeah.
but it's not. We're here. We want to spend a few minutes just kind of talking about Detroit and talking about our mission trip to Detroit. And so this is a great trip, and I love doing it. And this is our seventh year, I think. Look forward to it every year, and our students look forward to it every year,
Yeah.
and that's a good thing. We like going to the same place over and over and over again, not because it makes it easy to plan, but because it builds relationship. And when you build relationships, you're really truly able to serve because we have a relationship where CDC can say to us and say, this is what would help us the most. And we build relationships. We go to dinner with them during the year. We talk to each other and we have this relationship. And students get involved with ABCs and tutoring, and it's just a great opportunity. And so we are looking forward to going back to work with Central Detroit Christian again this summer.
So I guess we'll just give you a quick picture of what does a week look like, kind of walk you through that. We'll have breakfast, do a devotional. We will pack up our stuff, get on the bus and drive a couple blocks over to CDC and drop off half of the crew or more than half the crew for day camp.
I usually spend most of my time driving a bus. Hopefully, I'll be there this year. Hopefully, Becky is in good shape and has not had a baby yet because the baby's not quite due. But we're going to have a backup bus driver ready to go just in case
Yeah.
uh, in case I'm home with a new baby. But yeah, so I drive the bus, and usually Stephanie Trulock leads a team of students as well as adult leaders to run our day camp program, and Jordan's kind of heading up our work project team. But a day at day camp has been us going and taking different age groups on field trips, and so we'll take one group will go to the library, one group will go to they'll go there to read, one group will go to the garden to learn about how food grows, and a group will do reading activities at CDC, and then another group is usually going to a park or something like that to play one morning. And so those rotate throughout the week, and they do different things in the morning. And then we take the kids to lunch at a local elementary school, and then come back for music and a story and craft before sending them off. And all of that just goes very, very quickly and fairly chaotically. But it's a wonderful time just to love kids, teaching them about Jesus and teaching them about life.
We also have a work team, which myself and a couple other leaders usually head up. And in the past, we've painted a lot. We have dug fence post holes. We've taken fences out of the ground. We've done a lot of weeding and landscaping and removing rocks and trash and whatever it is that CDC needs. They have bought a ton of homes in the community. And some of those are homes that they are fixing up to sell to people in the community. Some of those are owned by people in the community who have asked CDC for help. So really, we're just there to help whatever they need done. It can really be anything. We can go into the day planning to do one thing, and then they'll say, "Hey, actually, we need you over here," and we just go wherever there's a need.
Yes. We bring down tools, and then we get there and get a new list of, nope, you're actually doing this. So
Yeah.
everything changes.
Our slogan on these trips, we always are saying over and over, flex and obey. We got to be flexible and we're going to obey. And we're just going to go along with whatever it is that CDC needs. And that is definitely true with
Yeah.
the work team. You never really know what's going to
Because
happen.
we're there to serve, and hopefully that's something that we can get through to our students. That it is fun to serve and fun to help people. Each afternoon we wrap up with our work day, and then there's we come together, and there's a training that's done by CDC just from one of their staff members to kind of talk about the needs in the city and the needs of the people that they work with, and how they're looking to meet financial, educational, employment needs, all sorts of like family resources, transportation. CDC covers it all, and so they just kind of tell us what their role is in doing that, and what the needs are, and why they exist. And so it's a good time just to learn about CDC and how they operate.
It really helps our students and our leaders develop a heart for the city because during that training, you get a great perspective of what is it like to live in the city? What are the people that we're serving and working with? We get some historical perspective and understanding of the difference of, even though Detroit's just on the road, how things can be so different there. And it's been great
Right.
for our students to be able to see that and learn about that, and to have a better understanding and a better heart to serve out of, as they understand the neighborhood that they're serving in.
Yeah. So for so many of our students that go, most of their interaction with the city of Detroit is sports teams.
Yeah,
But
downtown.
they know Ford Field, Comerica Park. They know these blocks, and so we want to take them to restaurants all over the city. And so we'll go to Mexican Town. We might go to Greek Town, go to Eastern Market, and so just try to take them to different areas of the city, to different areas that they haven't been to, and driving through Midtown and
We go to the
uh,
Riverwalk, we've been to Belle Isle.
yeah, Detroit gets a bad rap a lot of times, and to see that it's a great city with great people, and it's worth fighting for. And so we love going down there and love trying to connect with them, and getting those other opportunities. And so we wrap up each day just kind of talking, debriefing the day together. What did we see God doing around us? What did we learn? How did we see others serving and just going above and beyond what was expected? It's just a great time, a great day, a full day, uh, but good days. And so that's kind of a rundown of like every day of what the trip looks like. This year's a little different. Plan is for us to come back on Friday night, and that's for one very specific reason, and that's because two of our middle school leaders, Tanner and Danielle, are getting married on Saturday, and so we're coming back on Friday night. We also realize there's a degree where we're delaying the end of the trip just to stay over Friday night, and so we think we can wrap up and end Friday night, give us time to have dinner, to debrief the week, to share together, to celebrate the trip, and then wrap up Friday night, probably 9, 10 o'clock, I would think. It'll be a little bit later. It's not like we're going to be done at 6 or 7, but hanging out together and celebrating what God's done, and sending us off for that wrap up.
Another change that we will have this year is that we're asking, we always let the students decide, do you want to serve on the work team or at the kids camp? Last year we switched it and said that we had so many people who wanted to serve on the work team, but we just really don't have enough projects or the oversight to be able to allow that many kids to work safely. So we rotated people into the work projects. So we're asking that if you want to work on the work team this year, that you come with a tetanus shot, because we actually had to go last summer and have 3 students get them after cutting themselves. And we do work safely. We are always taking lots of precautions, but when you are clearing trash or demo or just working with hand tools, it's easy to get little scuffs and scrapes, and we don't
Yeah.
want to take any chances with that. So even though they weren't bad cuts or whatever, we just ask, if you're going to be working with hand tools or things where you have a potential to get cut, that you would have a tetanus shot, so we don't have to be doing that during the week and missing nights of time with the team.
Yeah, so that would be a big help. And so, yeah. Another question for us to think about, like, this is a middle school and high school combined trip, and we really encourage students in middle school. Honestly, our goal, our desire would be to see every student in student ministries go. If we were to take 120 students down to Detroit, we would find a way to do it. We'd be calling parents and asking for lots of help. We would need more adults to come down, but like we're taking 60 to 70 people most likely, and so it's a big team, a big trip. We would love to see sixth graders go, seventh graders go. Our dream, our passion is that every student that attends our student ministries would go on this trip at some point. Middle schoolers are ready to do this.
Yeah.
This started off as just a middle school only trip.
Yep.
I was not sure, like, how are middle schoolers going to do leading a day camp for the week, and they killed it.
Yeah.
And they were fantastic, and so they're ready for this. Our meetings focus on building teamwork and learning how to work together, learning how to solve problems together, so that when we go, we know how to get along, we know how to figure things out, and we can make things happen. And so, yeah, if you're a parent and wondering, is my kid ready? Yes, I think they are. We'll tell you if they're not. If you have concerns, please come and talk to us. If you have questions about whether your child is ready to go for the week, let us know, and we'll talk through those things, and we can listen to those concerns. But in a lot of ways, I think this is this is a great trip, and this is really, we've geared this and built this for every student. There's safety and protection in numbers. There's people to pick up our weaknesses, and so the things that I'm not good at, there's people that are there that are good at those things, and so we learn together, we work together, we serve together, and most of all, we spend a lot of time just praying to open ourselves up to allow God to do work in us, and so that is kind of our goal desire for this trip.
I think that is everything that we have to say. But like Phil said already, if you have any questions or if you just need to know more about the trip, reach out to us. We would love to talk with you about it. We will have first meeting coming up on March 22nd. So even if your student's not 100% sold or sure that they want to go, they can come to that meeting and kind of get a feel for it. But yeah, if you have questions, let us know.
Applications will be due on March 8th, which is just under 2 weeks from right now. These are available in the barn on Sundays and Wednesdays, as well as at Torrid on Wednesday nights. Pick one of these up. We'll keep making copies as we need to, but it has info for your child to work through just to kind of help us know. And then we'll probably be contacting people just with follow up questions, not you're in trouble or we're concerned about you going, because we think you should go, but just to clarify, to see how we can help and what we can do to make this the best trip possible for you and for our team. So thanks for checking us out, and please let us know if you have questions, and we'll talk to you later.
Yep. See ya.